Hey everyone, so today I want to talk about Jon Richardson A Little Bit OCD, which was a programme a couple of days ago on Channel 4. And I was really looking forward to this for two reasons. One, Jon Richardson, what's not to like? And two, because I've had issues with OCD a lot in my life. Very brief backstory, just so you know where my personal opinions are coming from. When my eating disorder was at its most serious, my OCD was insane, you know. Now it's still not that good. It takes me forever to shut a bottle lid because I get panicky that it's going to leak, and taps are a nightmare, plugs, straighteners. It takes me forever to leave the house because I get paranoid I've left something on. Also stems from my fear of fire. Like, insane fear, not just like, oh dear, it's a bit dangerous, you know, tragic fear. So that's kind of where I'm coming from. I do have symptoms. I don't know if medically I'd still have OCD because it's not as bad, but anyway, so I do have kind of experience with some of the things, in fact quite a lot of the things, but on a mild scale, that are being said in this. And Jon Richardson may seem like an unlikely presenter for this if you're not familiar with his work. However, he does suffer from OCD, and the point of this programme was not for him to say, I have OCD, let's go and have, you know, a sort of documentary about it. For him personally, it was to see whether or not he did actually have OCD, because it wasn't actually clinically diagnosed. It's just he knew that he had little sort of quirks and things which other people think are abnormal. So while he's on this quest to find out whether he has OCD or not, he's meeting various other people who suffer from it, and it's at different extremes as well. Because people think, oh, OCD, it's, you know, completely uncontrollable, but there are people, for example, like myself, I guess, where we do little things and it's fine, we get on with our life. I mean, as I said, sometimes for me it can be a bit time consuming, but not overly. I know one thing which is kind of like what Jon Richardson does. I won't obviously tell you all the things that are mentioned because I think that's part of the enjoyment of it, and I mean that in the least disgusting way possible, is thinking what's the next person's OCD quirk. And I don't mean thinking, oh, it's going to be a good one. I mean, what's next? Is it something I can relate to? Is it something that's going to astound me? Is it something I've never heard before? And there are quite a few things which popped up which I kind of thought, that must be horrible to live with. I was never that bad, and I struggled to get through the day sometimes when I was at my worst. How are they coping? I really feel sorry for them, and I really hope they get help, kind of thing. One Jon Richardson thing, as I was saying a couple of minutes ago, when he walks on the path, he has to walk a certain way. I can get like that. If my footsteps are not in sync, or if I take one footstep sort of even just slightly further than I should, I have to kind of try and balance it out, and I never walk on 3 drains, but I think that's quite a common one. So I think if you are a sufferer, or if you don't think you're a sufferer, and then you watch this and realise, hang on, maybe I am, it's very emotional. Even when it gets to the point where some of the people, it's off the scale of your own experiences, it's very hard to watch. It's very emotional. It is a struggle to get through. It's only an hour long, which I think is the perfect time for it. But you are watching it thinking, I just feel physically sick. This is human behaviour. This is what we've come to. We are basically obsessive and compulsive. And it's hard to deal with because it's part of everyday life. And most of us will suffer from OCD on some scale. Whether or not it's to the extreme, or we just have our own little habits that we need to keep sort of aligned. Very well edited, very well put together. I thought the sections between each were really good. The time spent on each individual person, each case study, I guess, if you like, was perfect. The emotional level was just increasing continuously. I did cry quite a bit, actually. Absolutely loved it. Very beautifully put together, and it's just a shame that it's on such a serious topic, you know. Brilliant television, but look what's caused this great television. But it's very, very well done. I can't imagine how much of an emotional journey it must have been for Jon Richardson personally. I know I wouldn't have been able to do some TV show like this, but if anybody's watching, I'll do it. But it would have been very difficult, I imagine. Go and head to Forde if you haven't seen it. I'm not sure if Forde on YouTube have uploaded it, and I'm sorry to my international viewers. I don't know if Forde is international or not, but give it a go. Very, very brilliant programme, and I hope there's more like it, exploring sort of similar things. But yeah, very emotional, very hard to watch, but for all the right reasons. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!